Hey folks, Jake from Podcasty For Me here. This is a preview of a bonus episode from our Patreon feed, Paid Costly For Me. If you like this and you want to hear more, you can head on over to patreon.com/podcastyforme, where for $5 a month, you can get a new bonus episode every other week. That's patreon.com/podcastyforme. Enjoy! Because almost every shot in the film has some kind of digital color manipulation, this it held the record for the film with the most digital effect shots until The Phantom Menace came out.
Wow, that's great.
The Phantom Menace, which will not come up on the next Patreon episode. No, not even 8 times.
Or any other future episodes of the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
It kind of, honestly, like, it hangs about the show like something of a Phantom Menace.
A Phantom Menace is haunting Europe. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
All right. We've been doing a great job on the summaries. You want to do? Can I put set a new goal for you?
Yeah.
4 minutes.
Okay. I can do that. Let's set the timer.
Yeah. Start the clock.
Hold on a second. Now I messed up my NAS. My Plex server is not working good right now.
All right.
It's Khalees when she's not careful with her elbows.
Yeah.
And so I really wish that I had the clip of Jeff Daniels saying,
"You didn't come, so I just kept on wiping."
Sure.
So you're just going to have to imagine that I played that there to stall for time. 4-minute summary. Let's go. There's a brother and sister. They clearly have sexual tension. It's not part of the film.
He's right.
They're David and Jennifer, played by Tobey Maguire and Reese Witherspoon. He is a dork. One of those things where, like, it seems like the movie maybe doesn't want to say he's a stoner, but he's like a dweeb who loves television.
We'll come back to it.
Okay. He's a dweeb who loves television, specifically this old show from the 50s called Pleasantville that is, you know, a Leave It to Beaver, Father Knows Best type, sort of idyllic, extremely low stakes sitcom set in a perfect small town. He loves this show. There is a marathon of Pleasantville followed by a trivia contest, the prize for which is $1,000. $1,000 in 1998 is worth $2 billion today. A lot of people don't know that. Jennifer, his sister, is a popular hot girl, self-described slut. She wants to...
I know,
she says
I'm shaking my head because it's one of the parts I didn't like.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting part. She wants to hook up with a handsome, popular guy from school. He's going to come over because their parents are divorced and their mom's going on a date and their dad fucked up and forgot that he had custody this weekend, so they got the house themselves. And the boy's going to come over and they're going to watch TV and make out or something. What is it?
She wants to have sex with him.
So But the TV is...
They're going to watch the big MTV concert. You're like at 2 minutes already. Yeah.
They're going to watch the big MTV concert. I'm not... Fuck, I am at 2 minutes. Okay. The TV remote breaks. Suddenly, mysteriously, a TV repairman played by Don Knotts, magical, somewhat sinister man shows up with a magical TV remote. They get sucked into the TV show Pleasantville. In the TV show Pleasantville, they realize the limitations of a town where nothing bad ever happens, and everyone is the kind of edge sanded off that you had to be on a sitcom in the 50s, and with their 1990s sensibilities. First, David wants to just keep everything, keep on keeping on. So they don't mess up the universe. Shades of No Way Home already. Didn't like seeing that. And but Jennifer, who doesn't give a shit about Pleasantville, starts to like jack everybody off and stuff. And so color starts entering the black and white world as people become awakened to their not just sexuality, but like their sort of animal.
Not even. I was not even animal. I would say passions. Yeah.
Their passions.
Their
emotions
desires.
that exceed the boundaries of what is permitted in this repressed, this like memory of the 50s. And the town fathers played, represented by Big Bob, played by the great J.T. Walsh in his final role. They are threatened by this, and they try to push back against the encroachment of unpleasant values.
Reading in the library for the first time. Rain happening. Yeah.
Going to Lover's Lane. This backfires, and eventually David realizes that you can't just be pleasant, even if you're worried about it, getting you trapped in the TV show. And so they finally everything. That's 4 minutes. Then everything gets fixed and they go back to regular life. Right. And Jennifer decides to stay because she got into college.
Yeah.
Which is odd. And then we get a scene at the end where David talks to his mom, Jane Kasmerick from Malcolm in the Middle, and basically explains that she is still sexually desirable at 40.
She's sexually, but actually I think the bulk of their conversation is okay, social expectations, particularly for women or middle-aged people, or all people.
Right. Yeah. These social expectations are still present in 1998 ago, and we've come very far, but also we haven't come far enough. And Life is a Highway starts playing, and roll credits.
All right. So, I mean, let's start from there, actually. Let's start from a minor point. This film is full of things that I've complained about on the podcast. It's pretty explicit dialogue discussion of what is happening and what the themes are in the movie. Big needle drops. And yet, I got to tell you, this is how you do it. This is how you do the needle drops, because among many other things in the movie, man, I have to say, the film is meting out the discovery of passions so well to me that when So What plays, or Take 5 comes on, or At Last, or whatever, there was probably 3 or 4 times in the film that I started to tear up a little bit.
Wow.
Because, that, and then as the storyline that you kind of elided, the Joan Allen and Jeff Daniels storyline, I think, is the one that got me most this time.
Right.
And I did not expect this. My memory of this film was I guess
that it's corny, it's cheesy.
Yeah, corny, kind of fun watch, silly watch. Mostly the conceit, not much else. I don't think this is, like you said, this is whatever. What was the thing you said? Trying to hit a double and getting it or something?
I think I hit a triple. Yeah, but I'm imagining Babe Ruth pointing to the outfield, pointing to part of the field.
Between two outfielders.
I'm going to hit it over there.
Yeah. And that's what the film does for me. It is a little bit weird. It does some Soderbergh stuff at the very beginning. Was maybe the bravest filmic stuff that Gary Ross has done. I don't know.
Which stuff are you talking about?
I'm talking about the introduction that I also had no memory of, which is a montage of television channels.
Yes, where it says the narrator, who I looked up, is one of the producers of the film, who I think just can do the voice.
Yeah.
Where he says, "It's TV time. Remember, you're soaking in it."
Yes, he does say
what?
that.
What the fuck does that mean? That's a little sort of Soderberghian. It's also that's introducing us to the show. I think trying to set the scene.
Yeah, it's invoking explicitly Honeymooners is on the screen, and
right,
and then it cuts to setting up the characters. This is where you're saying that Tobey Maguire seemed like a stoner. He seemed to me like a freaks and geeks.
The way he's leaned so back on the couch and eating snacks, it just reminded me of Shaggy or Dagwood.
I've rarely met a more straight edge. He's practicing trivia to try to get the thing.
You're right. I'm sorry. No, and also, who was laying really far back on the couch and eating snacks and not smoking weed in high school was me.
Yeah.
Watching Modern Marvels about the Nazi salt mines.
Yeah, they were not even for $1,000, just for yourself.
Want to hear the rest of the episode? Go to patreon.com/podcasty for me and sign up for just $5 a month. We're sorry we do this.